about 1 minute, we're going to go live around the world on the stream. So when I introduce the event and I say, welcome to Finals Night at the Open Squash Championship, make as much noise as you possibly can. There's great acoustics in here and it comes out really well over the stream. So as loud as a New York crowd can be, please be that loud. Just one more housekeeping thing. At the end of the men's final, keep your seats. 5 minutes after the men's final, we're going to have the trophy ceremony on court. So just keep your seats and stay for this trophy ceremony. Otherwise, have fun.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the finals here at the 2025 Open Squash Classic. We have had a spectacular week of squash here in New York City, and it culminates with 2 fantastic finals featuring 4 players looking to become Open Squash champions. Let's bring our women's match on to court. Please welcome our number 2 seed and the 12th ranked player in the world from Alexandria, Egypt, Fayrouz Abelkier. Fayrouz's opponent is our number 1 seed here in New York City, and she is the 15th ranked player in the world. From Cairo, Egypt, Nada Abbas.
It's finals day here in New York. We're in downtown Manhattan at Open Squash FIDE for the Open Squash Classic 2025. The monstrous semi-final day saw 3 of the 4 matches go the distance, with the higher seeds claiming victory to set up today's finals. In the women's draw, it's the top 2 seeds. Nada Abbas got through in straight games with a comprehensive win over the number 7 seed Malik Kafagi. And Fayrouz Abelkier dethroned the defending champion Frida Mohammed in a 5-game thriller. It's the 3rd meeting on the PSA Squash Tour for Abbas and Abelkier, with the number 1 seed yet to take a single game off Abelkier.
In 3 games in 22 minutes, and then in the quarterfinals, she stopped England's Turnout, also in 3 games in 26 minutes. And then last night, in just a thrilling semi-final, she stopped the defending champion from Egypt, Farida Mohammed, in 5 games in 50 minutes.
I'm Lisa Aitken, and joining me for both finals is Paul Hornsby. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Lisa. Yes, a couple of great matches to look forward to this evening. These two ladies came through pretty slippery ones yesterday.
Finals here in Five with the second round 3-game win over Englishwoman Saran in
Nada Abbas, the number 1 seed here.
She beat Englishwoman Lucy Beecroft.
This is world number 15. She's been as high as 12.
And then in last night's semifinal, she beat Alexandrian Kafagi in 3 games in 33
Coached by
minutes.
Ahmed Efat, who's here in our coaching corner this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3rd ever meeting in the PSA Tour between these two ladies. Both previous matches have been won by
Feroz Abakir, the number 2 seed, has had a busy start to the season. This is her 11th match already. Had a fantastic win against Noor Al Shubini, 8-time world champion at the Egyptian Open just a couple of weeks ago.
So as I mentioned, the matches in the semi-finals for both of these will certainly test us. Nada Abbas looked pretty solid really under pressure situation against Malak Kafagi. Came through 3 games to love, got better as the match went on. Abu Elkia, on the other hand, came through a real topsy-turvy match against Farida Mohammed. It's very fragmented, seemed to swing one way and then the other, but the 5th game went 11-9 to the number 2 seed.
As I said in the intro, Paul, Nada Abbas yet to take a single game off Feroz Abakir. Has had a pretty good tournament so far here. Do you think this is going to be a different story tonight?
Well, I do feel that Abbas did play well last night under the pressure, but that is an interesting stat that the lower seeded player has never dropped a game to the number 1 seed.
Will start in 30 seconds. Open Squash Classic 2025 Women's Final Match. Nada Abbas of Egypt to serve. Feroz Abakir of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
And we are in. Nada Abbas serving to start the match. The Open Squash Classic 2025 final.
No let. You need to go through and play that. Where's the line? You have a line to the right. Where is it? To the right.
Let to start off this match. Just a slight line to the right hand side there for Nada Abbas.
And out, one love.
Well, we saw a bit of a strange one yesterday, didn't we? In the very first rally of the Abu Elkia Farida Mohammed match. Conduct warning after the first point. It was really quite strange.
Two love.
Ridiculous movement from Nada Abbas.
Nice finish there from Abu Elkir. She's come out the gates pretty aggressive, as you'd expect. She's a clever shot maker, Fayrouz Abu Elkir.
That area there in the court, the backhand middle, a key area of the court for both players.
Yeah, I was going to say that actually, Lisa. Something that really impressed me yesterday from Abbas was how clinical she'd be on that backhand drop shot. She really gets the racket head through the ball, nice and sharp, cuts down into it. That's right onto the strings of Abu Elkir. Jumped on that, nailed it perfectly straight. So what a start for the number 2 seed.
Did such a fantastic job in Cairo when she played Nour El Shibini. Just moved the ball around all 4 corners, made the movement really difficult for Shibini. Anticipated well, read her patterns tremendously well, and just was all over her really. Her movement was impressive. Didn't at all crumble under any kind of pressure. Abelkir, the maturity in her game for such a young age is vast.
No left. Ball stayed very short.
So the first point on the scoreboard for Nada Abbas.
1-6.
Hopefully settle a few nerves, if any.
Yeah, the backhand drop shot nowhere near as clinical that time
And out.
as what we saw yesterday. She does look a little bit edgy to me, Lisa. She's not really flowing as freely as she was at the start of yesterday's match. Abu Elkir on the other hand just looks completely chilled out, doesn't she? Just moving the ball around fearlessly, finding her marks, and look at that for a length. Not particularly tight, but the ball's literally rolling out the nick on the second bounce. She's really feeling the court out there.
Yeah, you couldn't have wanted a better start really to a big final like this one. Oh wow,
Yeah,
immaculate length, backhand and forehand side.
9-1.
Happy memories as well for Abelkir against Nada Abbas, leading the head-to-head 2-love. As I said, Abbas hasn't taken a game off of Abelkir. You'd have think that perhaps she could have come in with that in mind and been a bit more relaxed, no pressure. But then again, it's a difficult one because she's a number 1 seed.
She is, yeah.
That always plays in your mind.
And out. 10-2. Game ball.
So game ball for Abelkir to take a very quick first game here. Well, she anticipated it on the backhand volley.
And out. 3-10.
Yeah, it was almost like she saw it too early, just overran the ball and ended up way too close to her body. I don't think she's going to be reaching for the panic button just yet, though, with all these game balls in hand.
Well, there it goes. A very comprehensive opening game here for Fayrouz Abelkir. Straightforward, very clinical, moving the ball around, looking very relaxed. Just 7 minutes for the opener, and it's the number 2 seed Fayrouz Abelkir that leads 1-0.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds.
So just 4 points on the scoreboard so far in this match for Nada Abbas. A very strong start. Fairuz Abelkir raced off to a 6-love lead in the first game.
Yeah, it was a dream start for her, wasn't it? She really did settle in right from the word go. Felt Abbas did find a couple of nice winners in that very back end of the game, the last few points, so she needs to carry that stuff into this start of this second, because she needs to respond big time.
Second game underway.
Yeah, I mean, just watching Abu Elki here, she's seen the ball so early. When you look at the first movement, the ball's literally barely come off the strings of Abbas, and she's seeing it and reacting. All very sharp, but she looks relaxed with it. You see that shot there from Abbas, the volley, it kind of came onto her racket, but she just looked like she kind of was stunned by the ball coming so loose, and kind of played a nothing shot with it, really. She was much more sharp and alert yesterday. Balls in that area, she was clinical. Probably shows that she's feeling this a little bit from the pressure side of things.
Definitely looks like a bit of that, and also Abelkir is just reading the patterns that Abbas is playing.
Exactly.
She's reading her really well. She knows that the ball is going to come back to that backhand side predominantly. I mean, the match that Abbas played yesterday, she pretty much hit everything to the back left. There wasn't too much variation, and that is Abelkir's favoured side, so she's going to have to try and mix this up a little bit more, use a different pace at times, hit a little bit to the forehand as well, and just be comfortable moving the ball into all 4 corners.
Oh. Right. That is silky. So much variation on that backhand side, as you said, Lisa.
5-love. Similar start, identical start actually to the first game.
Hand out 1-5.
Like that rally from Abbas, just willing to straighten on this forehand side. A little bit off balance with that one there.
Hand out 6.
Just by straightening a little bit on that forehand side, she's asking Abelkir to cover more areas of the court.
7-1.
7-1
Really tough
in
one, this.
Abelkir. She is well on her way for perhaps the quickest final.
Yeah, it's been very one-sided. Abbas has just been outclassed in every department, really. The accuracy, the urgency,
2-7.
the movement side of things.
Well, she can afford a couple of those given the distance and the scoreboard that she's created. She's starting to pick up some momentum here, Nada Abbas.
4-7.
Using more options out of the front two corners as well. So becoming
Starting
less
to lift a few
predictable.
as well. Starting to use a little bit more height down that backhand wall just to try to keep it away from that danger zone.
It's 4-7.
Definitely the best phase of the match so far from Abbas. Needs to keep foot on the gas here, just try to put a little bit of doubt in the mind of Abu Elkia. She's been allowed to play with a lot of freedom so far.
Just a little bit too
Tentative on that
close.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't quite adjust the feet in time with it coming a little bit down the middle from Abbas. So just 2 points away from levelling off here. It's been a brilliant start to the match overall for Abelkir, but Nada Abbas just working her way in.
To make the decisions here, okay? Miss Abelkir, that is a conduct warning for delay of play. When I call the score, you need to be
Well,
ready.
Abelkir just getting a conduct warning for time wasting there.
Nolette, you need to go to the ball. You need to go to the ball.
Well, it's just unravelling a little bit here for Abu Elkia. Abbas has taken a big chunk of this last few points. In fact, it was 5-love, wasn't it, to Abu Elkia only moments ago. Needed that point, and she is nice and clinical with the backhand volley boast there.
8-6.
It goes in so fast because she anticipates it coming and she likes to press really high to cut off the ball as early as she can. That boast is such a damaging shot because she's making Abbas go from the back left into the opposite corner really quickly.
Way better down that backhand wall now from Abbas. Look at this. This is great rally from her.
And then
Straight
straightening
lines.
off on the forehand. The shot that kept coming back to the backhand cross court yesterday and at the start of this match. Catching Abelkir off guard there.
Stroke top miss.
She's certainly arrived at the party here, Paul. Nada Abbas.
Definitely. Yeah, and Abu Elkia is the one that's starting to look a little bit rough around the edges now, missing that straight volley, the ball coming off
Oh
the side
dear.
wall. And look at this.
9-8.
Whoa, that ball was, yeah, well, the volley drop was tight to the side wall. It was pretty ambitious going for the volley drop. She made it and then couldn't do it again off the bounce. So what a response from Abbas.
What a turnaround. 2 game balls for Nada Abbas after being 7-1 down in this second game. Nice finish, good balance on the ball.
And out 9-10, game ball.
Choosing to serve to the forehand side of Abbas.
Stop. Miss Abokir,
She did that
way
yesterday.
too long to hit the serve.
Another warning there for Abelkir, taking too long in between points. It's a nice finish.
Just what the doctor ordered for Abel
No,
Kia.
a player must win by 2 points.
Oh, you got it. Not getting that one.
That's absolutely rapid from Abbas. Foot speed into the front right, slamming it down the line. Another game ball, third game ball for Abbas. And there's a squeeze.
Tight.
So after a very one-way start to this match in favour of Abelkir, Nada Abbas has turned it up. She has arrived to this final and proving to be a tricky customer for the number 2 seed. 19 minutes so far, 11-minute second game, and it's Nada Abbas, the number 1 seed, that takes it 12-10.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds.
So tied one apiece here. Yet to see both players trade points evenly and play their best at the same time, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% right there. Abbas has
One game over.
definitely
Best to serve.
improved massively as the match has gone on. It's been the opposite story for Abu Elkia. Couldn't put a foot wrong for a game and a half.
Double.
So third game underway. You can see just how comfortable Abelkir is to push up and hunt that volley, almost like a goalkeeper across the short line, Paul.
Yeah, really closes the angles down. Just that sheer presence on the court can just put that little bit of tension in the arm of your opponent.
And out, 1 love.
Well, as you were saying earlier on, Lisa, that's significant for Abbas. It's the first game she's ever taken off Abu Elkia.
And out, 1-0.
And that'll be massive, especially just to help her settle into this final. And give her the confidence that she's doing the right thing. I mean, look at the body language. She's oozing with confidence. She's pressing
She
onto the
is.
service box.
No, I was fine with that move. No issue.
Again, look, she's ready. She wants the next rally to start. She's feeling this now. Feeling good. That front left corner's just starting to come into sharper focus for her now, because early on in the match it was not there for her.
And out, 2-3.
Oh dear.
Yes, left. Yeah, she tripped while she was playing the ball. Has to be a left. Court service, please. Yes.
I need to step on her and go and get
No,
it.
but the issue was,
Do you want me to do this?
no, but the issue was that she tripped while she was playing her shot.
To the wrong line. She was going to the
No, but it's irrelevant. She tripped while she was attempting to play the shot. So it's a left.
So after a bit of discussion,
Left
and
box.
that ball being played.
Stroked off. You need to clear. You need to make better effort to clear. And out, 4-2. Stroked out pass. Miss Abelkheir. Miss Abelkheir, I need you to watch, to be mindful of your movement. Be more mindful of your movement.
Yeah, I
Two
sense that
strokes
come
in
in,
a
to be
row
honest.
now.
5-2.
Abelkir just been told she's not clearing well enough. And it's strokes are us here.
And out, 3-5.
Oh, look at that. Well, she apologises straight away. It's not something you're aiming for, is it?
And
The
out,
back wall, Nick.
6-3.
Lovely shot though, very tight to the sidewall.
There it goes again, guessing. She's anticipating that backhand cross coming to the back left. Needs to hold her position a little bit more. Abbas has straightened off on that forehand side a few times now. It's a bit of an awkward one. A really narrow cross court.
And out, 4-7. Out. 5-7.
Well, again, that's gone a little bit wayward from Abbas.
6-7.
Bit of dip in concentration perhaps. Just skied one out of court on the side wall, and that returner serve was straight into the area of the court that Abu Elkia is so dangerous. Well, it's very good movement there from Abu Elkia. She managed to get nice and low into that front backhand corner. Good hands. Managed to just get that ball into a quality area. Draw level, 7-all, 1-all. It's still impossible to call, really. It's a brutal rally.
Now the pickup is good. 7-all. Left.
So the let ball being played. Crucial part of the match. This next little phase, the business end of the third. We have seen in this tournament so far a player can request a new ball after the third game only.
Yes, let. 7-all. The line was actually in front of her. The line was actually, it was nearly a no let, actually. Seven all. Yes, you should. Continue, please. Ball was good. The ball stayed in. 8-7.
I feel Nada Abbas is doing a good job of just keeping the tempo high here, Paul. She's getting onto the ball as early as she can. She's trying to volley. She's hitting with a lot of pace. And I think if she can keep doing that and extend these rallies out, it's going to take a toll on Abu Elkia's physicality.
9-7.
Yeah, for me, she's just taken a little bit of a dip in accuracy compared to the way she really steamed away back into that second game. It was really impressive. I feel like she's just started to give Abu Elkia a little bit more to play off once again in this game.
Oof, that is a big error.
And out. 8-9. Yes, let. 8-9.
Oh,
That's a
that's a
fantastic
lovely
shot.
shot. Perfect
It's all
weight
about the
shot.
hold.
And out. 10-8. Game ball.
So 2 game balls for Abu Elkia.
Yeah, just a bit too quick there on the return of serve from Abbas. Just took a bit of a swipe at it. The ball was neither tight nor short. Abu Elkia all over it. So strong finish to that game from the number 2 seed.
What's the match so far? big momentum shifts. 33 minutes we've had a play so far. It's the number 2 seed that takes the lead 2-1. She takes the third game 11-8. And no request of a new ball there, Paul, from either player.
Yeah, I did. I wondered if Abu Elkia might be keen to get a new ball. To be honest, obviously chose not to, as she's finished that game so strong.
They will resume in 30 seconds. Abukhair leads 2-1. Abukhair to serve. Level.
So Abukir has a 2-1 lead. Dominated a big part of that third game. 6 points in a row. 4-7 down.
Yeah, she seems to have got that spring and a step back as well. Just that here could really turn the screw on Nada Abbas. She must be feeling a little bit frustrated by that. She'd taken control of the match. Was well ahead in the third game. Just to see it fizzle away.
They're so organised on that backhand side, Abbas. The technique immaculate. Very compact. Very severe, simple.
No left. Yeah, but the ball is tight to the wall and short. And out 2-1.
She did well to keep her foot in there, but couldn't recover in time to have that drop shot covered. So relentless pressure from Abu Elkia. Similar to what we saw in that opening phase of the match, seeing the ball early, taking the ball early. It's really quite impressive. She makes it look quite easy to take the ball, as we call, on the rise. It's almost like a half volley around that back of the service box area, but super difficult thing to do as the ball's coming up from the floor to still control it. But it's just that fraction of a second it takes away from her opponent, and she's hitting with accuracy with it. Very tough to play against. There again, so early. Quick feet and hands.
4-1.
Got a very clear vision of where she wants to put that ball. And she's just nailing it time and time again in this last little phase of the match.
Stroked on best. And out, 2-4. And out, 5-2.
You can see how clinical both these players are in this backhand front left, Paul.
Didn't quite catch what she said there, Lisa. Is she talking something about taking time between rallies again? She's already been warned for that, Abwelkier.
And out, 6-3. Stroked out of the top best. Sorry. Stroked out best. You were slow to clear on that one.
What's your thoughts on that one, Paul?
And out, 4-6.
Yeah, it did look a little bit generous to me. Referee's been kept nice and busy in this match.
I know.
He's earned his paycheck.
Down.
And stretching out the movement there of Abelkier.
5-6.
Ganabas is referring to the casualness of Abwelkier between points. Never. This could be interesting.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to allow it, but yes, continue, please. 5-6.
Well, she has been warned 3 times
Yeah.
now
Oh, stop.
about the time wasting.
I will deal with that the way I feel is appropriate, okay? I don't need you telling me how to ref the match. 5-6.
Very stern words from the referee.
Well, how many times can he warn Abwelkier for it, though?
5-6.
So you think her conduct stroke should have come in at this point?
Well, she's on thin ice. She's really, she's pushing a luck. It's between every single. I think Abbas was saying to the referee, from what I could gather, a few rallies back, she was saying, look, every time I win a point, she needs to do something, whether it's wipe a hand on the floor or rearrange a skirt or whatever it might be. Just look how early Abbas is serving now.
She was right onto that one. Nose nearly pressed against the front wall.
And out, 7-6.
Just comes through that backhand line at a nice area for her as well. It's right on that shoulder height volley zone for Abelkier.
Going it two, yeah. Please use the towel now if required. Thank you, court service.
So it's pretty tense out there as things stand. Abbas desperately trying to salvage his 4th game and send us into a decider. Yeah, it's a great shot. Oh, that was slightly fortunate, really, from Abu Elki. It was a beautiful forehand drive from Nada Abbas. She probably thought it was a winner, to be honest.
Oh dear.
Yes, Lex. 8-6. There was a bit of a line to the left there. There was a bit of a line to the left. 8-6.
Situations like this, Paul, you realise how valuable the video referee is.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just stayed in.
Yeah, it did look as if it dropped into me as well.
It really just threw it off. She distracted herself almost.
Ahmed.
She
I
did,
didn't
yeah.
read that boast at all because she was
That's a conduct warning.
too busy with the hand in the air.
9-6.
Yeah, she's lost composure here, Nada Abbas. She needs to regain it quickly.
Edging closer towards that finish line, Abukir.
Stroke to Abu Khair. 10-6.
4 match
Championship
balls.
ball. Six, match to Abu Khair, 3 games to 1.
And there it goes, just one required. Nada Abbas ending up on the floor. She'll be mega frustrated. Lost her concentration just a few too many times with the referee decisions, but all credit to Fairuz Abukir. Started off this match, stormed her way through that first game, and the third
Ladies and gentlemen, the men's match.
finished
Yeah,
off
she was
really
a
well.
deserving winner.
Roughly 5 minutes.
Definitely a deserving winner, Nada Abbas. The middle phase of the match looked
Just a
pretty
quick housekeeping
tidy.
note.
Looked
The
like she got
conclusion
herself
of
right
the
back
men's
into
match.
it. But
Please keep your
fair
seats
play
as the
to Abu
trophy
Elkia.
ceremony
She held the
will
nerve when
commence
she needed to.
5
Closed it
minutes
out
after
very
the end
well.
of that match. Thank you very much.
It's a brilliant start, really, for Abukir to this season. First semi-final of a diamond event, defeating Nour El Shoubini, an 8-time world champion. She's played 11 matches now to the start of this season, just showing the depth that she's getting to in these tournaments. And now she's picked up a title here at the Open Squash Classic. Number 2 seed in the event, taking down the number 1 seed. A lovely 5-point run there at the end of the match. The court cleaners just resetting the stage because the show is not over yet. Moving on to the men's final, we've got Leonel Cardenas, the number 4 seed from Mexico. He'll face Victor Crouin, the number 2 seed of France, in around 7 minutes' time. Join us again then.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the men's final here at the 2025 Open Squash Classic. Please welcome to the court our 4th seed and the 15th ranked player in the world from Mexico, Lina Cardenas. Lionel's opponent is from France. He is the 2nd seed here in New York City and the 9th ranked player in the world. Representing Open Squash, please welcome Victor Kron.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the final of the day, the last match of what's been a great tournament here in New York at the Open Squash Classic. Buzzing in the venue, packed crowd, and what a way to finish with these two machines. Lionel Cardenas of Mexico, the number 4 seed, taking on number 2 seed Victor Kwan of France. Well, it's myself, Paul Hornsby, and Lisa Aitken bringing you this last match. Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening, Paul. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's quite intriguing on this. I've just been looking at a few stats, and it's really quite difficult to call. When you look at the head-to-head between these two guys, played twice this year already. Taken one game or one match apiece, and they've both been 11-9 in the 5th. So that's quite an interesting match for us to look at. Came through similar matches yesterday, both surrendering a 2-love lead in the semi-finals. Looked to have everything under control before having to close it out in the 5th, both of them.
Well, if this year's anything to go by, Paul, we are in for quite the roller coaster, and get your popcorn out, because as you said, stats would say this is going to go to 5.
Yep, it would appear that way. Lina Cardenas looked really quite solid yesterday against France's Melvin Ciani-Maniko. It looked really good. It looked as if he was going to close it out in 3 games, and then just appeared to hit an absolute brick wall. And Frenchman got a second lease of life and really made life tough for the Mexican, but he did manage to close out 11-5 in the 5th. Well, Victor Kwan, the number 2 seed, has been up in the top 7 in the world, 26 years of age. Definitely a threat to anybody in the world rankings on his day. He can produce some fantastic stuff, like he did yesterday against Danielle. 2 games, completely owned the court out there before Yao produced some high quality stuff in game 3 and 4, but its 5th game was one-way traffic really. The Frenchman taking it 11-4. So they've come off that match feeling probably that he was made to work harder than he wanted to, but finished it with some real quality stuff. Backhand side was really singing for him. One thing's for sure, we both had plenty of time on the court.
I was just saying, he's had a very good start to the season, Victor Kwan. Picking his tournaments wisely, chose not to go to Qatar and just regroup after the Egyptian Open, where he made the semi-final, losing out to Diego Elias 3-1.
I mentioned there's a packed crowd there at the venue, so as we saw last night, a lot of support for Victor Kwan. A real link to the open squash setup.
Thank you.
Based on what we saw yesterday, Lisa, in the semi-finals, how do you see this one going?
I'm leaning more towards Victor Kruan. I wasn't overly convinced by the way that Cardenas dropped
Play will
off
start in 30
mentally and
seconds.
physically in the third and fourth. In terms of
Yeah, it
Victor
was.
Kruan, the way he lost the third and fourth was just a complete change from the way Yao was playing.
Play will
He really
start in
stepped up the
15
court, he was
seconds.
aggressive. It wasn't more so about a drop off from Kruan. And I just feel that if Kruan can get a good start and he can make it the rallies long and hard, physically, even though it was 76 minutes yesterday, I think he'll be in good order today. So I'm leaning more towards the Frenchman.
2025 men's final match. Lionel Cardenas of Mexico to serve, Victor Kruan of France to receive. This is 5 games, love all.
The Cardenas gets this men's final underway here in New York.
Hand out, one love.
Oh, there's that backhand drop shot. Straight in there, in the back of the court. Played to perfection from the Frenchman.
It's a shot that he used really well yesterday, playing the long drop on the backhand side, forcing his opponent to lift over to the forehand, and then he would volley straight, playing the total extremities of the court on the diagonal.
Hand out, 1-2.
Cardenas comes into this match as the number 4 seed. It really opened up the top half of the draw when England's Nick Wall got rid of the number 1 seed, Marwan Al-Shabaghi. What a huge win that was, a massive upset in the draw, which created the opportunity for Melville Sianimaniko to knock out Nick Wall and make his way through to the semi-finals. So what a week it was for him.
What a shot that is for him. Two lovely shots, one in the front left, finishing it off for the front right.
Oh, it's well straightened from Kwan. That was a brilliant shot.
Hand out,
Ball was very
3-2.
short, but managed to organise his racket work to just nudge it straight down the line. It's clever.
Hand out, 3-all.
Bit of a strange error, that one from Kruan. Not the most difficult ball to deal with down the middle.
Yes, left. 3-all. No, you clear slightly into your opponent there.
Well, sometimes, Paul, it's worth an ask, because who knows what you'll get.
You don't shoot, you don't score.
Exactly. Regardless of what happens this evening score-wise, Cardenas will move up to 13 in the world after reaching the final here.
Let's see, missed too many of those.
4-3.
That's a lovely hold.
5-3.
Cardenas.
There's done a good job in the first half of the opening game to be nice and solid, as we saw yesterday. Picking his punches. Well, the fist pump from Victor Kwan is out early doors. We often do see that from the Frenchman.
It's a shot that's worked well for him. He obviously got given the let ball in the last one that I feel was definitely a no let. So it's maybe just a signal, you know, that, yep, that is the right shot. If you can be patient and pick the time in the rally and the game wisely, that backhand boss can be very deceptive.
Just let Mr. Cardenas a little bit more effort to clear your shots. Crown on the right, 4-5.
He had all the time in the world there. Cardenas, that was a little bit of a careless miss, really. Never quite looked like he was still as he was playing the shot. Oh, that's very tight. Very tight work down the backhand side wall, as we often talk about when Victor Kwan's in the house. He's put together a great run of points. The Frenchman just stamped his authority on this middle phase of the opening game.
This is the sort of rally that we've seen a lot of yesterday. It's just when he's jostling down this backhand side, he's so proactive in pushing up and taking the ball early. It then almost triggers him as a reminder that that's what he wants to do, and then it seeps into the rest of the rally in a little phase. But we haven't seen him be so dominant in that area of the court so far in this match as he was against Yao in the first couple of games yesterday. Really was so high with his tee position, volleying, half volleying. The tempo was incredibly difficult for the Malaysian, and I feel that it should be a similar kind of tactic here tonight against Cardenas.
Yeah, I agree.
Question that physicality a little bit. Especially, he will have watched that match back, won't he, Paul, from last night, and he'll have seen the way that he dropped off.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely certain that he will have done, yeah.
That Frenchman, and one other Frenchman that he was playing, Siani Maniko, was launching the ball into the front two corners every other shot. He was very skillful, very creative, and it just took its toll on Cardenas.
Long rally. You feel like Cardenas maybe just made to do the lion's share of the work in this rally. Frenchman controlling proceedings in the middle of the court.
It's a lovely rally from Kuran. He's doing such a fine job on his backhand line and getting the ball running so tight.
Well, 4 points unanswered for the number 2 seed. Not been quick points, but they've been very solid. Certainly looking to press the right buttons to hurt Cardenas early doors in the match. It's gone out of court.
8-5.
Just looking at the difference in body language between the two players, Lisa, it's already starting to look like a tough day at the office for Cardenas. Normally tend not to refer to that sort of stuff until you're a couple of games deep into the match, but feel like everything's sort of going to plan here for Kruan.
It's just maybe starting to reap the rewards of a really tough, physically demanding start.
Yes, careless return of serve. Victor Kwan was 5-3 down in this opening game, but he's just turned the screw. He finds himself with 5 game balls to steal this opener. Oh, what a way to finish it. That is technical perfection on the forehand volley drop from Victor Kwan. That must have felt very nice.
That was a lovely second half to the first game from Victor Kruan. A lot more clinical, pushing up, taking the volley. It's very physically demanding out there for Cardenas. The pressure he's applying is quite significant.
Yeah, really is. Really is. That's absolutely gone to plan for Victor Kwan. It was physical. It was pretty long, really, for an 11-5 game, 13 minutes. but everything is flowing the way of Victor Kwan as he takes the first game 11-5.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds.
Well, we can see Victor Kwan back on court very early. Really enjoying himself out there, you can tell. Can't get the game started again quick enough. Just saw by the points trail there, 5-3 down, just went straight through. 8 points on the bounce. And felt like with each point he was winning, life was getting much tougher for his opponent, and the rallies kind of shortened up as well.
It'll be well worth Victor Kruan just starting off with the same intentions he did in the first game, really, making it difficult, extending the rallies, taking the ball early. Oof, that's the backhand option for the boast that's been successful for him.
And out 1-all.
Oh, that's very nice. Really nice.
And out
Snap of the wrist there from Leonel Cardenas.
no let. Now the ball. He didn't do anything wrong. And out 2-all.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll let him have a fist pump for that, because that was as flat as a pancake.
3-2.
They're showing their appreciation.
Now, right box. 4-2.
I'd like to see Cardenas just hang a little tough here.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking just exactly the same thing there, Lisa. He went 2-1 up, and then very quickly, seeing the scoreboard swing the other way, Kwan is fizzing around the place.
Stroke to Cardenas.
It's a good that time.
And out 3-4. And out 5-3.
But it's another poor
6-3.
error. It looks a bit tired to me. Technique of Cardenas. Just a little bit sloppy, really.
Seven, 3. Right box.
Well, Victor Kwan is like a man on a mission, bouncing between rallies to get the next one started. Fist pump after every point, it seems. Oh, look at that. Carves it into that front left corner. I feel like a broken record sometimes when I'm commentating on Victor Kwan because he's so irresistible in that area. Early misses.
Yeah, the energy levels are high, body language is good.
No net. And out 4-8.
There's a few times he's caught Cardenas out with that shot. Just the way he rolls the shoulders over to the right, shaping up as if he's hitting cross court, it's very deceptive.
Yeah, he had a good match success with that last night, actually, on the volley against Yao a couple of times. Puts on a plate for him again.
On the net.
Cruising away with this now.
10-4 game ball.
Won 6 game balls to take a 2-love lead. Been a tough day at the office for the Mexican so far.
I had a feeling if the energy levels were good, if he'd recovered well, which we know he'll have done absolutely everything that he can, Victor Kwan pays attention to the finest of details, then this could be a tough test for Cardenas, despite the head-to-head and the recent matchup between these two.
And out 5-10 game ball. Down 11-5.
That's another error.
Round
In the story of the match so far. Really, Kwan's been hitting with clinical accuracy and been gifted a few freebies from the Mexican, which has meant that it's been a one-sided affair up to this point in time. Victor Kwan having a whale of a time out there. Just 23 minutes into the match, he leads by 2 games to love as he takes that second game 11-5 in 8 minutes.
Play will resume in 60 seconds.
Well, we can see by the way the scores unfolded there, just a smattering of single points for the Mexican. He's not been able to get on any sort of run since that opening phase of the match. He took a 5-3 lead in the first game, and since then it's just been
Play will
a
resume
smattering
in
of
30
points.
seconds.
And Victor Crouan already back on court. Just 23 minutes of play. He'll be feeling really
15
good still.
seconds.
Energy really high and just really eager to get this done in 3.
Brown leads 2 games to love. Love all.
Japan just composes himself before getting this third game underway. As mentioned, Lisa, the ultimate professional, leaves no stone unturned, very much an attention to detail kind of guy, so he'll be well aware that Cardenas has just had a couple of minutes to compose himself, to try and formulate a plan to try to find a way into this match. So the Frenchman's got to stay solid.
1 love.
This is like a brutal pressure session from Cardenas this rally. Every shot from Crouan has purpose, intent to attack.
No let.
Oh, been
No,
penalised
it
for the
was
exaggerated
much
backswing.
room there to play.
Yeah,
More
he
than enough.
looked like he'd
2 love.
gone looking for Kwan in his backswing.
But there was more. Okay. 2 love. Out. 3 love.
Well, he's finding it more and more difficult to see any inroads here for Cardenas. He looks a little bit worn down by previous matches and also quality of what Victor Kwan has brought tonight
4 love.
to the court.
Yeah, it's just a
Been an
different
impossible
level here.
test.
Different level from Crouan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely finish from Cardenas.
And out 1-4. Yes,
Ooh.
lad. No. Yes, lad. Mr. Prime, I need you to accept the decisions.
He
Are you
literally
both okay?
is about to swing that though. With his
1-4.
hit, the timing of the hit step, as he did it, it's gone right into Cardenas. It's quite obvious that he couldn't play that ball at all.
Yeah, he probably feels quite hard done by there, but don't think it's going to distract him from the job at hand.
Sled 1-4.
Oh. Oh, the ball just dropping into the nick on the side wall.
5-1.
The last thing that Cardenas needs. Just seems to get better, doesn't it? That backhand from
6-1.
Kwan. So good.
And out 2-6.
Sort of cumulative pressure there for Cardenas.
7-2.
Kruan just choosing to hit deep from the front and keep the tempo high. Counter drop's been going in.
And out 3-7.
Yeah, beautiful weighted shot.
8-3.
Kwan takes one step closer to the finishing line.
9-3.
Well, surely the writing is on the wall now. Another tired-looking unforced error from the Mexican. Victor Kwan can't get the next rally started quick enough. Oh, lovely finish. Ball set up nice and high there.
4-9.
Cardenas
Nice exit.
still with a mountain to climb though.
And Kruan just entrance into the movement there of Cardenas. That's lovely. He's played his straight attacks really well.
And out
Semi-final and final
10-4
Kruan.
championship ball.
Yeah, he's been sharp. He obviously feels at home on this court for various reasons, but the most important of which, or significant of which, is the quality of his shot making, the accuracy, consistency, belief in the racket work, and there he goes. This goes up in the air. It was an impressive performance by Victor Kwan. That's a little bit of a tired-looking Lino Cardenas. It's pure pressure right from the word go from Victor Kwan. 34 minutes, he would have been absolutely delighted if you told him he was going to walk off with a straight game win in 34 minutes. But he's thoroughly deserving of the title here in New York. That was impressive.
Yeah, the way he played the first two games yesterday in the semi-final against Yao and this whole match here has been some of the best squash I've seen Victor Kruan play this season. She's obviously had some fantastic performances at the Egyptian Open as well. So it's obviously been a very good summer for the Frenchman and a lovely start to the season for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's nothing like getting a title under your belt and adding to your tournament wins. Let's just have a look at how that third game unfolded there. It was consistent from Kwan. Once again, no 2 points in a row for Cardenas. He was under the cosh right from the word go. So, Victor Kwan, your Open Squash Classic 2025 champion. And as we can see there, earlier on, it was Feyrouz Abouelkia who managed to fend off a strong comeback from Nada Abbas in the middle phase of the match, but it was the young Egyptian too good in the end as she took the women's title. And as we've just seen, it was Victor Kwan on sparkling form. Well, as they prepare for the trophy ceremony, we'll sign off from the commentary side of things here. It's a busy phase of tournaments in the United States. We're straight over to San Francisco, starting on Saturday for the Silicon Valley Open. That'll be closely followed by the US Open in Philadelphia. So lots to look forward to on Squash TV. So join us next time. And for myself and Lisa, we will sign off. Good night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying in your seats. We really appreciate it. Let's give another big round of applause for all of our finalists tonight. I'd like to invite up onto the court the founder and board chair of Open Squash, David Ellen. And I also have to the court tournament director, Seth Frankel. Mr. Ellen.
Thanks, Bill. I just wanted to add my congratulations to the winners tonight. We'll hear from them shortly, and to the runners-up. I want to say a few thank yous as well. Thank you, first of all, to all the players who came this week and made it a very special tournament and poured your hearts out onto the court and gave everybody an amazing show. We really appreciate it. Thanks to the audience and the fans who showed up to cheer them on. Thanks to our partners, PSA, who helped us put on this show today. Thank you to the referees. I think there's no harder job in squash than refereeing these matches. That's not my job. Thank you, Phil, for an amazing week. Really appreciate it. I hope you'll come back next year. I really do. And thank you, most importantly, to the team at Open Squash, to the staff, to all the coaches. It's really are the crown jewel of this organization, both the staff and the coaches. And I'm extremely grateful for all of them for helping us put this on and also helping us move our organization forward. The mission of Open Squash is to make squash more affordable and accessible, grow the game that way, and the staff and the coaches help us do that every day. So thank you.
Thank you very much, David. Can I please now welcome to the court the women's finalist from Cairo, Egypt, Nada Abbas. Congratulations, Nada. Just a fantastic week in New York. You came up a little short, but you put on a great display of squash and sportsmanship for our crowd. We were We're very pleased to have you. We can't wait to have you back here in New York City.
Thank you, thank you. Definitely not the result I was hoping for, but Fairuz was the better player today, so congrats to her. I just want to thank everyone who came and watched and cheered for us. Thank you. I want to thank Seth for making us feeling at home and making everything easy for us, for the sponsors and everyone behind the tournament that made it happen, and looking forward to come back here. Thank you.
One more huge round of applause for your finalist, Nada Abbas. And now, your 2025 Open Squash Classic Women's Champion from Alexandria, Egypt, Fairuz Abokir. Huge congratulations, Fairuz. Your second PSA World title in New York City in 2025. You are the 2025 Open Squash Classic Champion.
Yeah, I'm very happy to win again a huge title like that here in New York. I would like first to thank everyone for coming and supporting the whole week. You've been amazing. Thank you so much. And I would like to have to thank a lot of people actually who's been there for me. My coach here, Omar Abdelaziz, my squash coach, Vito, Ahmed Shohaib. I would like to thank Ahmed Ali too for having my back like the past few months too. My fitness coach, Diana Karim, and my other fitness coach, Khalid Hussein. Thank you all so much for your efforts, and I'm very happy to win that title. Last but not least, my sponsors, Sporting Club, Bank de Care, PhysioFit, and of course my university, Sleska. A huge thanks goes to my parents for just being my biggest supporters, and definitely my biggest supporter. Thank you so much.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Open Squash Women's Champion, Fairuz Abokir. Please welcome to the court your men's finalist from Mexico, Leonel Cardenas. A great week of squash, Leonel. Your semifinal match last night was one of the best matches of the event. You gave our crowd thrills all week. Congratulations on being the finalist at the 2025 Men's Open Squash Classic.
Yeah, I just want to congrats Victor for winning the tournament. It was a great match. I think I played a great tournament. I have tough matches, and I just want to thank Chris, Nayeli are here with me, my girlfriend supporting me every match, and yeah, I really like to play in New York. It's one of my favorite places, and I hope I can come back the next year. Thank you.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Mexico's Leonel Cardenas. And now, please welcome to the court, representing France and Open Squash, your 2025 Open Squash Classic Men's Champion, Victor Grant. Congratulations, Victor. A very, very popular champion here at Open Squash. You saved your best for last, and now you can add that trophy to your resume, 2025 Open Squash champion.
Yeah, it feels amazing to win this Open Squash Classic this year, losing out in the final last year. I mean, it's one of the tournaments now that I really want to pinpoint and put on my calendar first priority, and I did everything to get ready and perform this week, so I'm glad I can bring this trophy back home. But yeah, congrats to Lionel for such a good week. As I was saying yesterday, it's great to see players of our generation now getting to the latest rounds of the biggest events and getting trophies as well. So I'm glad we're all pushing in the same direction, and I hope we all get to that top 10 and top 8 very soon. I know you've got that potential, so you'll get there very soon. But yeah, I gotta thank my fellow French mate for doing 75 of the work yesterday against Lionel. He was definitely a bit tired today, and I seized the opportunity, and yeah, I had my game plan in place, and I'm glad I pushed till the end. But yeah, many thanks to my dad, who's also my coach, and who's doing so much work for the past 26 years. But yeah, as a coach for the past probably 15, 20 years. And he was watching that match live last year in the middle of the night, working as well. So he's giving everything for me, and it's great to get that win and now being able to celebrate together on tour. Many thanks as well to my girlfriend, who's been very supportive. It's been great to be in Europe for a few more days before the event started, and I got new friends that could come and watch and support me, and hopefully sign up for a few lessons at Open Squash. Had friends from back home when we were 5, 6 years old, just having fun in the courtyard that came and supported. So that feels amazing to have all that support from home, from college. I had my former college captains that were there, and it's always such a pleasure to play in front of them. And yeah, last but not least, Open Squash has been supporting me for the past 4 years since I graduated from college, and they've been very supportive, and I always feel very welcome. I feel even at home when I play now on this court, and yeah, I really love the Open Squash community, everyone saying hi and being very supportive, and I'll be back next year to defend that trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your 2025 Open Squash Classic champions, from Egypt, Fairouz Abdelkir, and from France, Victor Roy. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a fantastic audience all week. We look